We're reviewing beers today. This is a buddy of mine, Steven's favorite
Shiner Black Lager.
Never tried it. I've drinking lots of dark beers. Guinness fan through and through.
By the way, we can twist these.
Oh, twist top. No poor man's beer opener here. Don't take no eyes out with caps flying.
I'll order. What caliber rifle round should I order for a bottle opener?
50 cal, always.
50 cal. I'll order a 50 cal.
Yeah, that's definitely our American way here. We support the right to bear arms at all costs. I'm gonna throw an orange in mine just to see if that's citrus flavored.
Speaking of, if you subscribe to my channel, you've seen a lot of my my firearms. This dude's got more than me.
That's off the record.
We'll be if he's up to show some of his.
We'll dive into it.
Ooh, look at that.
Nice clean draw. This draft has significantly more carbonation, although our pours are probably not as good as they should be. We're no bartender, I will tell you, but
You're 4 beers into reviews.
We're doing our best with what we got, folks.
Let's see. Does this have an alcohol content?
I don't believe it does.
Once again, I'll be looking online.
It says 1909 is when the first draft was made of this beer. So for 104 years, this thing's been drank. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to try a straight draw out of the bottle with what I got left. It's maybe a good solid drink. I want to try it before I try it with the citrus fruit, just to see a true flavor of the beer, because I've never tried it before. Cheers.
It's definitely flavorful.
It is a full flavor beer. It is a little sharper than the Moose Drool, and it's a totally different flavor than Pacifico. It's definitely a darker beer. It's a full flavor beer. If you're not into drinking a full flavor beer, this is not for you. This is what I would consider a banquet beer. No taking away from the original Miller High Life or nothing, but this is something I would drink in, honoring someone or doing something like that. This is not something I would drink on a casual weekend, although you can. This is more of an enjoy slowly beer. Something you want to be social with.
You've seen Jesse in a bunch of my videos. We agreed, out of all the Shiners, this is our favorite. We tried probably about 6 or so of them. If you get the family pack, you can see. The Cosmos was awesome, but you can't get that in a 6-pack.
At least not here in Oklahoma that we know of.
No, I actually looked.
He's looked.
Yeah, I looked.
He's done the research.
But on a side note, this Friday, me and Jesse will be doing what I call a 6-pack back-to-back beer review.
Oh, snap.
That's going to suck. Me and this dude's probably going to do it too.
Yeah.
We need to find some separate beers. But what we're going to do is 6 different beers, turn the camera on, draw a name from a hat, give the information about it, drink it, review it, rinse the glass out, start again. When we get to the 5th or 6th beer, it's probably going to suck because it's ranging from 4.7 to 5.2%. Back to this beer.
Cheers. Shiner Black with a citrus bite. Wow. Night and day when you put an orange in it. I'm telling you. The first draw off the bottle itself, like I said, as you can tell from my reaction, I wasn't necessarily prepared for that flavor. But when you add an orange to this beer, it mellows it out in such a way that you could drink it all day. You really could. I mean, I don't know what it is about the orange, as you can see from the reaction of the beer right there.
That fizzes up like Coke.
Yeah, it adds a different consistency to the alcohol. That's all I want to say. It takes the bite right out of it.
Hell yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's enjoyable at this point. This is about room temperature. We've only let these beers chill in the freezer maybe 5 minutes at most. Here in Oklahoma, they're not allowed to refrigerate any beer above 32%, so we're doing the best we can with what we got.
Yep.
Cheers.
Definitely not as That's stiff and punch in the face, flavorful.
Yeah, Moose Drool was the first beer we reviewed, and this is probably a third the flavor of Moose Drool, but in a good way. Moose Drool was a strong beer. It was a potent beer. The Shiner has more of a relaxed, subtle flavor that you really don't taste till you breathe out after you've swallowed it. And so drinking it's not a problem. And I imagine after the fourth, fifth one, you wouldn't even remember what you were drinking.
Definitely has a. Imagine cherry Coke that you let sit outside for 2 days. That's about the color you get.
Yeah, it's definitely a cola color. It has more of a red when you look through it than the brown that we have with Moose Drool.
Come on in.
You may hear in the background my wife and our cousin are here. No significance to the video review. I enjoy it. I've never tried Shiner before. If I had to rate it, I would definitely give it, I'd say 6.5. It ain't a Pacifico level, but that's because I love the Pacifico beer.
It's if you like flavor.
Yeah, it's definitely a flavorful beer. It's got a full flavor. It's the Camel White of beers. We'll say it like that.
Speaking of flavor, we need to get a wheat beer in here because that's a gross flavor. Maybe we can find a wheat beer we like.
The only beer I've ever drank with wheat was the Budweiser wheat, and I got 2 beers into it and had a headache. So, no disrespect on that factor, but it is what it is, as I always say.
It's funny, the best wheat beer I've had was actually probably the cheapest, which was Shock Top wheat with apple, Honeycrisp apple.
I'm going to also get us into reviews of hard ciders. I want him to experience the hard ciders. I'm a fan of Hornsby's and the Angry Orchard. Woodchuck also, if you guys haven't heard of them, I recommend you try them. Do it one at a time because they're not for everybody. They're definitely, if you're going to be drinking dark beer like this, I would pick up some hard ciders for your woman. She would definitely enjoy it. It's a lot more flavor and brings them into the occasion. For us two gentlemen, the reviews is enough for us. My neighbors, of course.
Cheers to dicks.
It's definitely a beer you want to drink slower, as you can tell.
Yeah, let me see how far we're into this video. Hell, I can't tell. 8 minutes, and we haven't even drank half of it.
So you can tell the difference in stiffness. This is a beer you're going to want to sip. You want it to be cold. Maybe even a chilled mug would really accent this well. It would thicken it up a little more. As you can see, as it rotates around the glass, the head sticks to the sides pretty well, which means it's got a lot of hops. It's got a full flavor to it, and the scent's not that bad. It's definitely a stinkier beer. I enjoy it, though. I mean, if I'm going to drink beer, I wouldn't mind drinking this. With the oranges, beware of the seeds. You may choke. If you're hardcore like me, you'll just chew them up.
It was chokes on the seed.
If you're a regular viewer to our videos, you may have brief instances of comments that you may not agree with. We ask that you just look past that and see the humor in this situation. It's going to be a little harder to finish because it's getting warm at this point. It's about 65 degrees right now.
There's a lot of pulp.
Yeah, that orange definitely makes it a chore to get the last inch of this beer down. So bear with us as we attempt to drain these glasses. Thank God it's not a race. Although I'm going to win.
Yeah.
That's our review of the Shiner. The black label. Or black lager, excuse me. It is a black label, though. Bohemian Black Lager. I rated a 6.5, like I said, on a 10 scale. It's not for everybody, but if you're into robust beer with a full flavor, I definitely recommend trying it. I'd try it pre-citrus fruit and then post-citrus fruit. We used oranges for ours because it doesn't have such a strong flavor as, say, a lime or a lemon. So I recommend that. What do you think?
It's definitely a sipping beer. You saw it took us like 9-10 minutes to drink it. But
it's an occasional beer. It's not an everyday beer.
Definitely, if you can find it in singles, get it first.
Yeah,
don't get a six-pack.
Try it in a single. It may not be for everybody.
Get the family pack. It's got 6 different beers. The Cosmos was my favorite, but you cannot get that in 6-pack.
We'll probably have a future review of that. Even if we have to switch a little bit out of the family pack to get 2 Cosmos, we'll do it. We'll do what it takes to get you guys a good review. And as you can see, we're done. Cheers. Thank you for reviewing our Shiner Black Lager. Cheers, folks.
I'm going to stumble over and turn this damn camera off. 4 beers in an hour?